C.K. the Louis C.K. event in Auckland, right? I went to this stand-up comedian show with my dad, and we saw Louis C.K., one of the most famous comedians ever, and it went so much better than the Isaac Butterfield event, because if you remember my little rant, right, the thing was with that was basically you had like Isaac Butterfield said, like he kind of like cancelled the Hamilton show, and I didn't really like that. And so going into the Louis C.K. event, I was like, yeah, he's definitely not going to sell this show out. And so it started at like 7:30. It started at 7:30, right? And we went in there and we just waited and waited and waited. But the thing to remember with this is that with a stand-up show, you kind of need supporting acts, which are these people that come on before you to warm up the crowd and warm up the main act. So you had these two comedians, and the thing is with this stuff is that they just didn't care. So they just said like they had all of these jokes. It was not even PC. They just went straight for it, like no holds barred, just telling all of these jokes. And then as soon as Louis C.K. gets on this stage, right, the crowd is just excited. You're just seeing this stuff go down, and the kind of jokes it was just the kind of like really offensive jokes, if you know what I mean. Like a joke that would absolutely like no, like you would just feel really kind of shocked by, and that's the style of comedy it is. And the two supporting acts was this guy from like New York. Like they're both from America, and they actually were with Louis C.K. when he was in Australia as well, because they mentioned that, and they kinda dunked on like Auckland and stuff. Like at the beginning, it was really hilarious. But Louis C.K., right, you had this funny joke that you had this. It's like his jokes were absolutely crazy. Like the joke kind of jokes he told were like, would you rather eat babies or be eaten by a baby? And then you had like how Australians talk with their mouth like this, and you just had him with the Bible, and he was like, and it was like he was just doing all these crazy jokes. And honestly, there was a few times during this stand-up show where I actually had to cough out loud by how I was like this. I was like, ha ha ha, and it's like because when you laugh so much, you run out of breath and stuff. So I kind of had to cough a little bit just to bring back so I can breathe a bit better. But it was not like there was no time when I thought this wasn't funny. Like the punchlines were well timed. You know, the punchlines were well timed, and his jokes were just really good. And he was just a really entertaining. It was just a really entertaining event.